What's up, all my double dogs? It's your boy Sean Ali, Strength Corps Iron 5-Star General. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the advantages of a powerlifting gym. Now, if you guys couldn't tell from my last video, and I mentioned in my last video, which if you haven't watched it, like, go watch it. But that sounded really narcissistic, huh? But basically, in my last video, I told you guys I now go to a powerlifting specific gym. There's comp equipment, comp plates, comp racks, like combo racks, all kinds of things like that. And today I wanted to expand a little bit more on that. Like, why did I switch? What are the advantages of actually going to a gym that has powerlifting equipment if you're a powerlifter, or even if you're not, you're just somebody who's trying to generally get strong? We're gonna talk about that today, but before we do, I'm gonna just head over to the gym. I got a chest. Wow, I'm a bodybuilder now. I'm a bodybuilder again. We have a bench workout with some upper body accessories. There we go. The powerlifter in me is back. I don't know. I was in memory lane for a second. I apologize. But I'm basically gonna do that, and then we'll come back and I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about the workout that I'm doing, and also why powerlifting gyms are more beneficial. So without further ado, I got my little pre-workout stuff over here. Speaking of pre-workout, I thought about taking some, but if you're new to the channel, right, I'm very caffeine sensitive. It is 6:52 right now, so if I take this caffeine, I ain't going to sleep. I'm that sensitive. Like, I am not going to sleep. If I take that caffeine right now, I will go to sleep at like 5 a.m. and I'm not trying to do that because I'm trying to wake up early tomorrow, be productive, you know, that type of thing. So we're just gonna rock with the Powerade Zero, right? No pre-workout in there. And then I'm gonna have a little pineapples and protein shake after my workout and try and finish another one of these bottles during training. And that'll be it. Then we got one more meal when I get back. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I will see y'all at the gym. Let's go. All right, y'all, so made it up to the gym. It was pretty packed in here when I got here, so had to wait a little while for a rack, but I digress. I've got 341 pounds on the bar, 155 kilos. For those of you who are watching and kilos are your thing, I'm learning. Maybe by the end of the year, I'll have like the kilo conversions like that, but I'm going for a set of 3 RP8. I just moved 331. I've been doing build-up sets, which basically are sets where you're doing like less than what your projected rep max for the day should be. But if you happen to along the way like hit a build-up set and it feels like a true RPE, then you stop there. I'll have a whole video just explaining that because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of questions now because I just mentioned that. So maybe in the next video, guys. But for this current set right here, I worked my way up to 341. About to do this for 3 at 8, and then after that directly, I'll probably go up to about 351 and do that for a dub at 8. So it's moving pretty good. I decided not to take that pre-workout, and I'm just trying to get hype off of music and off my own vibe. So let's see. I think the weight should move. Everything's been moving pretty smooth. So let's check it out. All right, y'all, so it is the next day. We are now 82 days out. So the day's winding down. We almost in the 70s now. But before I end the video, I want to talk to you guys about the 2 reasons why I decided to switch gyms and why a powerlifting specific gym is a little bit better for me than a commercial gym is. I'm not gonna sit here and talk too much trash about commercial gyms. I can talk about how I had to always look for weights, about how like plates look like they had been chewed. Like I've definitely shown you guys that in my videos. Like some of the plates look like, I know like you say like it's time to eat the weights, but like not literally though, but like they're like big chunks of like rubber missing from the weight. I digress on that. But besides that, the bars not having any knurling, like it was a lot. It was a lot for me, and I really want to take my powerlifting to the next level, and like me staying at a commercial gym was not conducive to those goals. So the 2 main reasons I switched were for number 1, environment, and number 2, equipment. So let's just go ahead and go over equipment first, since I already kind of talked about the finding the weights and the chewing of the plates, which I still don't know what that was all about. But as far as equipment goes, now as you guys have seen in like my last video, and if you follow me on Instagram, I train on kilo plates now. They're competition calibrated kilo plates. So if I'm lifting 351 pounds, it's 351 pounds. It's not 349.6. It's not 357. Like it's 351 pounds. Like these plates are calibrated and are within like a few milligrams or something like that of the weight. So it's not gonna be significantly different from plate to plate, which makes a big difference. Think about it like this. If I'm in the gym, right, and I'm training on, let's say I got 5 plates on each side and each plate is a pound heavier, then I'm training 10 pounds heavier. That can make a huge difference in a meet, right? Like 10 pounds, let's say that can bring someone from 490 pounds to 500, which it might not seem like a lot, but trust me, that can be the difference between you actually making the lift count and getting white lights, or you getting red lighted because it's just a little too heavy for you. It makes a big difference. So to have that calibration and to be basically training on the equipment that I'll compete on kind of makes it a little bit better. On top of that, they got things like combo racks, which, I mean, it doesn't really matter if I train on a combo rack or a regular squat rack. You guys have seen me train on both. I prefer the combo rack, but just getting into the groove of training, like I said, the same way you're going to compete is going to help. The bars. Let's talk about the bars. So the Ohio Power Bar is like my favorite bar of all time. There's a lot of different bars. They got the Texas squat bar, they got a Texas deadlift bar, they've got the Rogue bar. I think it's a Rogue deadlift bar. They've got a lot of different things, but the Ohio Power Bar is one of the bars that they use most of the time at USAPL meets, which is the federation I compete in. So to be able to, again, train on a bar that has knurling, is more stiff and doesn't have so much whip to it, it makes squatting and benching a lot easier. It does make deadlifting a little harder because there's less whip in the bar, so you do have to move it through a longer range of motion, but it makes you overall stronger. So I'm not really too mad about that. Plus, I want to train the same way I'm going to compete. Like that's very important to me. That was super huge in my decision to change gyms. Also, huge, probably the biggest change that I saw instantly was with the bench press. So a competition bench is a lot thicker and a lot taller than your standard gym bench. Like your standard gym bench is just meant to be like for everyone. It's a one size fits all. But they're a lot more narrow, and for a guy like me who's a little wider, it's very hard to get good elbow stability because the padding is just too narrow. You know what I mean? Like my back is hanging off there, my elbows have nowhere to like kind of get into a good position. Also, it's hard to get my hips or underneath, like, or to get my knees under my hips because it's lower, so it's actually a little bit shorter. I'll maybe see if I can find the exact specifications, but it's a lot shorter in a commercial gym bench than it is on a comp bench. And when you can get your knees beneath your hips, you get a lot more hip drive. You can just move the weight a lot easier and get a better arch, which is important if you're trying to shorten the range of motion to be able to move more weight. So equipment, that was like the big thing for me. That's really what sold me on everything. Even though I have to drive a little bit further, it's not 2 minutes down the street now, it's about 20. And I think that makes up for it and it's worth it. The second thing I'm just gonna talk about really quick is just the environment. Like the environment in my commercial gym, which is getting out of control. Like it seems like when I was lifting kind of what everyone else was lifting, nobody kind of bothered me. But as soon as I started lifting impressive numbers, power lifter type numbers, right? That's when everybody and their mom wanted to give me like unsolicited advice. Now I've got friends who go to my commercial gym that I still go and I, you know, chill with them and I still visit, and like some of them, like, I can honestly say would give good advice, or, you know, they would ask me a question and genuinely want to exchange information and ideas. But then you have the regular gym folks who just want to come up to me and tell me that they know more than me when they're doing quarter squats on a TRX band. Cause you know, that's super impressive, right? But it just seemed like the stronger I was getting, the more like feedback I was getting, like, oh, squats are bad for your knees. They're not. Oh, you should jump straight from 135 to 500. You're wasting energy warming up. No, I'm acclimating up to my heavy. You know what I'm saying? It just was getting really annoying. So I was just like, you know, even when I have my huge headphones on that are canceling out noise, people would come up to me, tap on me. I guess it's because I have the camera, so maybe they think I'm just super friendly all the time, which I usually am, unless you bother me. Then I'm not so friendly. I'm like, get out of my face. But it was getting to the point where I was just getting annoyed. And now I don't have to deal with that. You know, anybody who is giving me some advice, most of the people at this gym are stronger than me, so I'm gonna listen to them, at least, you know, unless they're really spewing some craziness, which I haven't heard yet, and I don't expect that from people who compete and people who know how, you know, powerlifting goes and how it works, as opposed to like your regular gym bro who's just kind of, you know, reading what he, or regurgitating what he read on like bodybuilding.com or something. So it just, the environment's a lot better. The music is like, I like rock music. I can't listen to it all the time, so sometimes I do have my headphones on whenever somebody's in control of it. But as you guys have seen sometimes on my Instagram, if nobody else is in there, I can control the music and I can just play whatever I want. Like, so you can't do that at a regular gym. They're usually playing like Katy Perry or like Adele. I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to lift 400, 500 pounds listening to Adele. I mean, she makes beautiful music, but it's not workout music. Give me some Meek, give me some Drake, give me anything. Give me some Five Finger Death Punch. I'd rather that than the stuff they play at regular gyms. But anyways, the environment was really just not conducive. The equipment was not conducive. But now I'm at a new gym. I'm happy. I'm loving it. I'm not loving the gas that I gotta buy, but you know what? Sacrifices have to be made. So anyways, guys, go ahead and comment below if you go to a commercial gym or if you go to a powerlifting gym and what you prefer and why. I kind of want to know. Let's get some exchange going in the comments. All right, so I'm gonna bring this video to an end so it's not too long. I appreciate you guys for checking in today. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to subscribe, leave a thumbs up down below, really helps the channel grow. Also, don't forget to click that bell next to the subscription button so you get notifications for all my new videos. And of course, don't forget the orders, subscribe and share, like and comment, follow all on my social media. So next time, all my devil dogs, dismiss.
Tired of these voices in my head when I'm getting loopy. All these whispers in my ears, yeah, bro, that shit is spooky. I don't wanna die now, I just wanna live groovy.